morning. Thank you for joining us on African Free Press Television. My name is Bridget Okudili with the news updates. No fewer than 41 suspected members of Boko Haram sect were killed and beheaded by men of the Civilian Joint Task Force, aka Civilian JTF, at Bilburn State following a failed attempt by the insurgents to overrun the Sabongeri village in Dambao local government area of the state on Thursday. Bill, located south and about 185 kilometers drive from Maiduguri, the state capital, is one of the largest local government areas in the state. Sources told reporters that the combined efforts of military officers and members of the civilian JTF pursued the insurgents to Guru area around Mandamfua village, where they engaged them in a fierce battle which lasted for about 2 hours, killing 41 members of the sect before beheading them and hanging their heads on stakes. The victorious civilian JTF members displayed the heads of their victims as they returned to the Bill Amin fanfare. Accused key players in a $2.1 billion arms deal prosecution would have their date in court this week, starting from today. Former National Security Advisor Colonel Sambo Dasuki, retired, former Chairman Dar Communications PLC Chief Raymond Dopesi, and former Sokoto State Governor Atayiru Bafarawa and others will tell the court their roles in the alleged big scam. This is even as Dasuki and 6 others, including companies, will today be arraigned before Justice Hussaini Baba Yusuf of the Federal High Court Abuja over the fraud. Dopesi, who had been in EFCC custody, returns to the court today when his lawyers would know if his bail application sails through. In a fraud, the company collected 1.45 billion naira to offer special praise. Other accused persons are the former Director of Finance in the Office of the NSA, Shaibu Salisu, a former Executive Director of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, Aminu Baba Kusa, Acacia Holdings Limited, and Reliance Referral Hospital Limited. People's Democratic Party (PDP) national leadership has demanded a National Truth Commission to enable politicians and other Nigerians publicly discuss the true meaning of corrupt practice in our land. National Publicity Secretary Chief Olise Metu, in a statement yesterday, said the proposed commission would create an opportunity for Nigerians to ventilate opinions and agree on the true meaning of corruption. Metu said the commission would also provide a platform for a proper public inquisition into the mind-boggling well of some Nigerians in public office. Meanwhile, the clash between members of the Islamic Movement of Nigeria, otherwise known as Shiite group, and soldiers, which started on Saturday, has claimed hundreds of lives. Reports reveal that soldiers allegedly killed the wife and son of the leader of the group in Nigeria, Sheikh Ibrahim Yakubu El-Zakzaki, including his second in command, Sheikh Mohammed Turi. Although no formal statement had been issued, it was gathered that the leader of the group may have been arrested by the army. It was also gathered that Zaria had since midnight on Sunday been on fire as members of the group from other parts of the country regrouped to relay around their leader after Saturday's clash. It was further gathered that soldiers, on getting an alert of the sect members regrouping, mobilized and surrounded El-Zakzaki's residence at Galisu area of Zaria and alleged shot sporadically at anyone who either moved in or out of the residence. Governors of the Southeast met in Enugu yesterday behind closed doors in continuation of previous meetings which reportedly centered around addressing economic and infrastructure development of the region. Although the governors did not address newsmen nor issue a communique, at the end of the meeting, the forum was believed to have considered the best ways the state could pool resources to move the region forward. The governors, who met with other elected political office holders, were said to have further deliberated on an earlier decision to send a delegation to the presidency to discuss infrastructure decay, especially the bad condition of federal roads in the southeast. They have also expressed desire to discuss the best way to approach recent protests by pro-Biafra agitation sparked up by the detention of the director of Radio Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, just as they urged groups agitating for his release to be cool. Meanwhile, the former Nigerian Minister of Petroleum, Mrs. Denziani Alison Madueke, has strongly stated that she performed excellently with the right qualifications while in office. As opposed to people's view that she was controversial, she noted that people often hate others for knowing so much and for being efficient and confident, which they mistake for arrogance. She made this known while answering questions fielded by the CEO of Ovation magazine, Mr. Dele Momodu, in London. Mrs. Madueke went on to say that their government had to confront so many challenges, including oil theft and general insecurity. She, however, noted that some of those in office then delivered responsibly, while a few breached the faith and wasted the opportunities handed to them by President Jonathan. Meanwhile, on the foreign scene, Gambian President Yahya Jammeh has declared his Muslim-majority country as Islamic Republic, saying the move marks a break with the colonial past. Mr. Jammeh told State TV the proclamation was in line with the Gambians' religious identity and values. He added that no dress code would be imposed and citizens of other faiths would be allowed to practice freely. Some 90% of Gambians are Muslims. The former British colony's economy relies heavily on tourism. However, relations with the West have soured recently. The European Union temporarily withheld aid money to Gambia last year over its poor human rights record. Mr. Jammeh has been president of the tiny West African country for 21 years, and he has also attracted criticism for his human rights record. Meanwhile, Ted Cruz catapulted to front-runner status in Iowa on Saturday night with a new poll showing the Texas senator with 31% of the GOP support in the state, 10 points ahead of Donald Trump's 21%. In a new Des Moines Register Bloomberg Politics poll, Cruz, considered the new evangelical favorite, leapfrogged the candidate he had continually avoided to cross paths with throughout the campaign. The poll, conducted by longtime respected Iowa pollster and Slazer, is seen as a bellwether for the state of the race. Voters in Iowa will get the first chance at picking the Republican nominee at the caucuses in less than 2 months on February 1st. In sports, Nigeria's Dream Team 6 defeated hard-fighting Algeria 2-1 in the final of its year's Under-23 African Cup of Nations in Dakar, Senegal. 2 goals by the tournament's leading soccer scorer, Ogenekaro Etebo, was only halved by an own goal by Nigerian defender Segun Oduduwa. Nigeria was rewarded for their daring attack in football, and they could have gone ahead in the first 5 minutes through FIFA Under-17 World Cup hotshot Victor Osimhen, who was getting his first start in this championship. However, the Nigerian Dream Team 6 finally took the lead after 14 minutes from the penalty spot after Etebo drove into the Algeria goal area and was brought down by Ayoub Abdellaoui for a penalty. The Warri Wolves midfielder adjusted himself up to tuck the penalty home after sending goalkeeper Sali the wrong way. Nigeria continued to boss the possession, but Algeria fought back to draw level on the half hour with Zinedine Ferhat's dangerous cross from the right was headed home by Oduduwa into his own net. Etebo will then restore Nigeria's lead in the 41st minute when he again drove into the Algerian defense before firing past the on-rushing goalkeeper for his 5th goal of the competition. For more stories, you can log on to our website at www.africanfreepress.com. Follow us on Twitter at African Free Press. Like our Facebook page at African Free Press. Don't forget to join in our discussions at African Free Press Forum and subscribe to our YouTube channel at African Free Press. My name is Bridget Okudili. Do have a good day.